Alright everyone, looks like I was just crazy. We really are supposed to get that many Genro crystals from this base. Just how it was in the normal game. Has been a long time after all. The Luxem crystal is interesting though. That's one of the more unique ones that we got out of here. But we did get 3 of these. It's good. I hope they actually are better than Opila. Then I might even change my own, but we'll see. We'll have to see. We're ready to leave. We got everything out of here. So let's go. Uh-oh. You there, human. You are placed under the arrest of the Otto City Civil Authority. You'll never take me alive! I have done nothing wrong. Though the Sith Embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Why is that your problem if it's sovereign territory? Inquiries to the staff of the embassy yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. I wonder how that happened. Our cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost, and fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of the Otto City Civil Authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us to await your trial. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself prohibited from leaving Manon. Alright. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. I don't think you'd be capable of stopping me. Even if you brought every single NPC on this planet, I'm still pretty sure I could win. We've got so many resources. It'd be hard. We'd have to kite, but we'd win. Greetings, human. I am called Wallace, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. Arbiter? Yes, Arbiter. The one who defends you before the judges of the Selkath people. I will endeavor to prove to them that you are not guilty of the heinous crimes that you are accused of, Offworlder. What have I been charged with? You have been charged with initiating violence within the Sith Embassy, murdering members of the Ambassadorial Commission of the Sith Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Otto City. But we weren't in Otto City! We were in the Sith base, which is sovereign territory. According to these people. Alright. How will you get me free? I would first like to ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I have already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reason did you enter the Sith Embassy? I kind of broke in. Illegal acts seem to be a common occurrence among you off-worlders. I'm not terribly surprised by your actions, but the judges will want to hear a little more convincing reason. Yeah. What is your prior association with the Sith? I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. Obviously, I'm a Jedi. The Sith are an expansionistic power, true, and at war with the Republic. We may take it your personal... You may make it your personal mission to foil them, but the authorities take a very dim view of it taking place here. I think you will need a more thorough explanation in order to convince the judges. That should be all the information I require of you. For now, if you wish, we can begin the trial whenever you're ready. Don't you think... Yeah, don't you need to ask more questions of me? I have all the information I need. We should proceed now. The judges are waiting. He's just here for the paycheck. He's court-appointed. What, the Republic isn't even sending their damn, their barristers over here to help us out? Come on. Give me a lawyer, please. A real lawyer. What do I do? Yeah, how can you expect to defend me without getting more information? I think this trial is relatively straightforward. It should be obvious to the judges what has transpired. Oh, wow. Yeah, that fills me with so much confidence. I have proof that the Sith are evil. Indeed, and what is that? This datapad proving they are kidnapping young Selkath. This is most disturbing. We should take this evidence and present it before the court right away. Alright. While your high standing among the off-worlders on Manon may bring you some leniency from them, being a successful swoop rider brings you no credit here, human. You stand accused of the grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. You can't murder somebody you're at war with. How do you plead? At least the soldiers, anyway. Let's see here, not guilty. Let the records show that this trial has commenced. Presiding are the judges Shelkar, Josa, Nail Shakan. I can't remember which of these were the dickbag judges, but KotOR. And Nula, you were one of them. This trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of this individual in the recent assault on the Sith Embassy. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. Really? You have pleaded not guilty, yet there were reports of weapons fire and detonations from within the Sith Embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith have not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, yes, because there's none of them left, it would seem that you were the source of the disturbance. What is your explanation for being in the Sith Embassy? Let's see here. Oh, this is a good question. I could go right and give them the proof of the matter. Just a coincidence. I was killing Sith. See, simple. I think that'll get me executed, most likely. The Sith lured me inside. No. I was working for the Republic. Yes, but no. Yeah, I was investigating the disappearances of young Selkath. I'd rather just answer his question because, you know, procedure. You believe that the Sith have had something to do with those disappearances? Yes. The Offworlder has probably been listening to Shayless in his rumor mongering. Most likely. Do you have any proof to back up your assumption, human? Have the Sith been implicated? Oh, now you want my help. You want the guy who's on trial to do your investigation for you, because you weren't up to it yourself. I have this datapad as proof that the Sith are up to no good. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. I mean, I could have forged that datapad, but whatever. This is most disturbing. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify this evidence and discuss its importance. I contemplated giving them the token as well, but I think that's the stronger of the two. We have verified that this is indeed a Sith datapad indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of Manon. Nice. Gratitude for having discovered this heinous offense. All charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. Yes! Corruption! Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, their embassy is considered off-limits to all auto security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the protections of Selkath law. Ah, you hate to see it. What a tragedy. You've been found innocent. You may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. Sweet. Oh, spinning camera. Items lost. We probably got a journal entry for that, I would think. Right? No. Wrong. Weird. Alright. Well, we're free. Our life is in our hands again, and everybody's okay. We didn't lose anything.
Why can't the Selkath see what the Sith are really like? They should ban them all from this planet.
They say everyone on Manon is equal. But
we know
it
what you
seems
tried
the
to do.
Republic is a little more equal than the Sith.
Yeah.
Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh.
You know what's kind of weird though? If the Selkath do wind up banning the Sith from doing business here, I mean the Sith could just come and burn this planet. There'd be nothing to stop them. Bomb it into submission. What would the Republic do? They'd have nowhere to dock, so they couldn't load KotOR. You know, I could see them doing it. Shelkar, you don't have anything else to say, do you? Arbiter of the Sunry murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. I don't think he has anything else, but I have questions about the trial. Have that right, Arbiter, to ask me questions regarding the case. Well, I think we already asked him all this, so I won't ask you something else. What is it you wish to ask? I have no more questions for now. Very well, when you feel you've gathered enough evidence, you may speak to the warden in charge of the prison where Sunry is being held. Bring Sunry to us, and the trial will commence. Alright. Get me out of here. Thank you. And that definitely calls for a quick save. Alright. Where are we, anyway? Otto West. I think what we'll do now is we'll actually get on with that Sunry trial, now that that's pretty much the only other thing that we have to do in this area. Well, we could do the missing Selkath as well. I don't think there's anything else. Let's see. The hiring of mercenaries, that comes later. Lasho is done. Mission for the Republic. Again, we need to go back to see what's his name, Roland Wan. Joggy, Hermit, Bastila, the Gizka, which may be on our way out, depending on the situation. The Geno Haradan. The missing Selkath are done. Ignis, this is all for Sunry. The star map on Manon, of course, Sunry's story. The murder trial. His wife, I think I want to talk to his wife again, for certain. And of course, the personal quests, which will be at the end of the game. Okay. Well, there's Alora, so I think what we'll do is we'll swing over to her first, and then we'll see. Alright. Everybody, come this way before we trip the dialogue, so that everybody's in a sensible location. Drop a quick save here as well.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
Yes.
My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Let's see here. Can you tell me anything about Sunry, Alora?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
Yeah.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi.
Yeah.
And one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Yes, a decorated war hero who decorated the room with Elassa's brain matter, I think was her name, right? Was Elassa? Yeah. Yeah, your husband might not be so innocent, Alora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic.
I mean,
Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
This is going to be a hard quest to broach because we know the guy is guilty, but there's more on the line than his innocence and guilt here. I mean, we could be corrupt and just feed... Like, we're his lawyer, first of all, so we have a duty to defend him. But he's guilty. He is guilty. There's no question of it. He murdered this woman in cold blood, despite the fact that she's a Sith. That's wrong, man. I don't know how I'm going to play... I don't know how Revan would play this, because... aside from just that, the personal stake of actually doing something that's corrupt and evil, there's also a war on right now. If the Republic takes this hit, what is that going to do? We also have the fact that, do we really want to condone murderers being in or associated with the Republic and within the ranks of the Republic if Sunry was actually working with the Republic to do this? I don't know what was going on there. But, I don't know, it's all very... I'll have to think about it a bit more, but...
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Was Sunry having an affair, Alora?
Of course not. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together,
So it's personal.
just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Elassa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it.
Oh, he
Maybe
broke
the
it
Sith
off.
woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself.
No.
But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He's killed many Sith before.
That was a long time ago. In a war far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Yeah, he's guilty, though.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
No.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
And this bastard betrayed his wife, too. And look at how loyal she is to him. Ugh. What a fucking mess. Journal entry added. Elora, Sunry's wife. Elora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that this is some sort of frame-up by someone who wants to get revenge on him. Sunry is an old war hero against the Sith, so they might harbor him ill will. Under pressure, Elora has confessed that Sunry had been having an affair with the Sith woman Alassa, but that he had been going there to end the affair. Yeah.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent.
No.
Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
I have this recording showing Sunry murdering Alassa. I'm sorry, Elora.
Lies! It must be!
Well,
I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent.
yeah, he isn't innocent.
This
though.
is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a
Okay,
victim of a Sith
well-
frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence.
No,
That's all I
there's-
ask.
That's it.
The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
There is no more real evidence. That's it as far as I know. This is an interesting quest in KotOR because there's actually, there's deeper ramifications here. There's the effect on you personally, which, if you lie, if you let a murderer walk, you are evil. You're corrupt. Okay, there's no better way to put that. Especially a murderer who betrayed his own wife, and she can't believe she's still standing with him. That's death to you. Till death do you part right there. That's... I think Revan would see... he couldn't imagine betraying Bastila like that. So... he does not like this bastard in here at all. And... aside from the personal matter on what your character stands for, there's the greater galactic ramifications of what will happen if this comes out and the Republic is implicated in all of this. What does that say about the honor of the Republic? There's more at stake. That would drive morale down. You're saying a war hero, a guy who's decorated with high accolades, is being drugged through the mud. I wish there was an option just to let this guy kill himself, because that would be a lot easier. But even then, we don't need the bad PR. We're in a war. We need recruiting numbers to stay up. Moreover, we don't want this coming back to the Republic because of the Selkath and their dumb laws. They might actually punish the Republic for this, when, so far as I can tell, the Republic itself had nothing to do with this. This was a personal matter. But at the same time, again, do we really want people like him representing? Do we really want to show everybody else that's joining up that there's no discipline, that murderers walk, that you can get away with anything if you're in the army? I don't know. It's a lot to think about. Do you have any insight?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Settle down. Be quiet up. Let's go. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Sunry once more. Maybe there's something I missed. I have my doubts. We're saving, in any case.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. The role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Yeah. Alright, well, There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Let's see here. The judges said that you left after the shot was fired, Sunry.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left.
Bullshit.
I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me.
No,
It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Alright.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
There was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
You see, that's the other thing that doesn't make bloody sense. Why did the Sith plant evidence on the corpse of Alasa? There was enough there anyway. Why would they have bothered doing that? You see, this is the other thing. The Sith will benefit from this. It's a hard quest. This is like one of the only morally interesting quests in the entire game, because there's so many angles that you can look at it from. Let's see here. I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When
Yeah,
I
you
found
did.
out
You
she
shot
was
her in the
a
back
Sith
of the
spy
head.
using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
What? What are you talking about? I just watched a recording that had you shooting her in the back of the head as she turned to go to bed, but she was awake. Maybe that was the mod just frigging around with it, but they found illegal monitoring device in the room that was planted by the Sith to gather info from him. He was mad. He shot her while she was asleep. So they did it. Okay, so they were spying on him. So they knew what was going on inside that room at all times. The whole thing was just a scam. The woman Alasa had no interest in him. She was just gathering information on him. So the room was bugged, and that's how the recording came about in the first place. But he said something else before that just now, and I can't remember what the hell it was. In fact, I'm going to go check, because I've forgotten it already, that there were so many thoughts going through my head. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it now. It's, he said that he altered the recording. He got his hands on the recording with those Republic spies, and he altered it to remove himself from it, assumedly. So why was I able to see that he had done it, even within the game? This is not the mod that has screwed up, like, the continuity or something. It's in the game. I guess that's why the Sith planted the metal, to make sure he was implicated in it, but why would they need that? Why would they need to plant the metal when the recording still existed, and we had the recording showing him murdering her? That doesn't make sense. Why would they bother? The Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying
Yes!
to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have
seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence.
What are you talking
So
about?
they planted their own evidence. Lhasa must have
Why?
stolen that hero's cross from me long ago.
What are you talking
and
about?
given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it.
Oh.
But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
The part I was forgetting was that we found the recording of Sunry shooting her in the back of the head in the Republic embassy and not in the Sith. The Sith didn't know about that, but the Sith knew he murdered her. Oh. I feel a little silly now. I wasn't remembering right. I wasn't paying attention. Still, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. The Republic's covering for his ass, that's the thing. They don't want this coming out. Oh, man. He found it wasn't a crime. It wasn't a crime of passion. He didn't shoot her just like that. I would feel bad if he felt, betrayed in the spur of the moment, but he planned this thing. He waited for her to fall asleep and then put a bullet in her head. What a coward. Oh my goodness. You're guilty, Sunry. Confess.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you
shot her
killed?
in the back of the head
Dozens?
while she was
Hundreds?
sleeping.
Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
Yes.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
You absolute retard. You put yourself in that situation. You went and started to sleep with her. How would she have gathered information on the Republic unless you were feeding it to her? You're not only a bloody murderer, you're a traitor. Now, this guy can hang for all I care. Yeah. If you confess to the court, they might show mercy.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KotOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy.
Oh.
Without KotOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
You should have thought about that before getting your dick wet. Yeah. These are just excuses, Sunry. We both know you have to own up to your crimes.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KotOR in danger. No, I won't. Look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KotOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jordy. I know what I did. But I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to. But know what the consequences will be.
Yeah, nah, fuck you, bro. Sunry's story. Confronted with the evidence of the recording of him killing Ilasa, Sunry admitted to his crime. He refuses to confess to the court, however. He says he will not betray the Republic or harm it because of what happened. You've already betrayed the Republic. By even engaging in such a relationship, you're a traitor. Ugh. The irony's not lost on me, by the way, given the relationship between Bastila and Revan here, but you know, that's a little different. That's a little bit different. Revan isn't an enemy anymore. He's on the Republic's side for now, and he's big league pissed.
No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
Yeah, alright, we're going to trial.